Now I'll be sharing some link with you so you can use it to. The link can only support about 50 or so people. Think of that I are looking. All right, my son is there with me. Is there? Say hello. Say hello, everybody.
Hello. Hello.
All right, so let's start now. One of the link, I'll be putting it on the group chats. And you'll be able to go to that site and follow me as we do the practical. So we'll be starting, I've gone very far, but I want to be starting from fresh. So let me put the first thing on the chat. I believe you can see my message. Hello, everyone. So I'll be putting some links there. You just click on the link. Once you click on the link, automatically you'll be able to do the same thing that I'm doing. Not this one. Do the same thing that I'm doing. So there we go. So this is the link. All right, then I also want to share my screen so you see once you click on that link, you can try it with your phone. If you have a very good iPhone, you should be able to at least do some things with us. But if a computer is always better. So this is exactly what you will see if you are able to go to that link. This is exactly what you will see. What happened? Okay, let me share it again. Let me share it again. I don't know what happened. Okay. That's it. That's it. All right, I don't know if you can see it. It's there. You should be able to see what I'm going to be doing today. Yes, it's not there, live and direct there. So let me just go there and refresh. All right, so if you refresh, this is exactly what you are going to be seeing. You will find out that where my mouse is now, say, please fill out this field. Any HTML code that we're going to discuss, we're starting from the beginning. HTML code. HTML code I will type here. You will see the output at the bottom here. So that as I'm explaining it, you are seeing what is happening. For example, this is just an example. There's a tag called B. That tag is for bold. So anything you type in between, say, I am bold, automatically will be bold. So if you can see the output here at the bottom now, see it's bold. So anything I type after it, I am not bold. Automatically you see that I am not bold. So if you have gone to that link, you'll be able to do this exact thing that I'm doing. So all you need to do is just, I will copy any code I'm putting, I'll be copying them here and putting it on the chat so you can see it. You can see my screen. Use the computer. Winnie, sure you can see my screen. Use the computer. Yeah. If you want to get the best, use the computer. You'll see it. If you are using a small phone, definitely it will be small. Definitely it will be small. Maybe okay. Yes. The link is on the chat. Good evening is on the chat. Check the chat or not. Okay, let me still put it on WhatsApp group. Let me still put it on our.
Hello, that's your screen here, sir.
Let's
yeah, if you cannot, I've pasted the link again on the chat, and I am pasting it on all the WhatsApp groups, so you can easily get them.
Alpha, baby. We're seeing it, sir.
Good evening. So I will soon mute all your mics because some people are already asking how far David. What did David do? Because once I finish all this link that I want to share, I will mute the mic. But for now, I want you to be able to respond so I know if you are able to get it. So Winnie, were you able to get the link?
Wait.
Yes, I was able to get it to bet, but I have a question. Is it that what you're going to be posting on whatever you're going to be editing now, is it going to be reflected on the site?
whatever code I'm typing at the top, you see there is a top, there's a down. Maybe the top is enter your HTML code. The down
Yes,
is
sir.
live preview. So automatically, whatever
Yes.
HTML code we are typing at the top, like the one I just did, I am bold, will be appearing high. It's going to be on the website in the bottom. So this is the input and this is the output. So when I'm saying teaching code, you understand what I'm saying. So another example of another code, simple code before we jump into is underline. So if I do U like this and I say hello class, automatically if I close the U, find out that see the output there is showing me hello class. But in the input, you see that it is U, hello class U. Okay? So the output is what? Hello class. Let me to plug the laptop. Sure, you get the flow of what we're going to do, because we're going to be putting plenty codes here. We're putting plenty code. So, but I know some of the code, it will take some time for you to type it, and you might want it. That's why I'll be posting it only on this is our group chat for this video. I'll post it on the group chat for the video. Move my charger and plug it. So you must understand how this particular thing works. So the site I've given to you is for you to be able to demonstrate it. You can automatically copy whatever I've typed and paste on and you will see it. So you can change anything and mix it up. So can we start? So I'm muting everybody now. So we can start. No, let me not mute. Anybody that disturbs, I'll mute that person only. All right. The first thing we are going to do now is we are going to start with, I'm starting from the beginning. And since the beginning is very simple, I'm going to go at a very high speed. What is HTML page structure? HTML page structure must always have the followings. So let me just put it so you see. All HTML must have this document type. All HTML must have document type. And the document type simply tells the browser that you are using HTML. That document type, HTML. So I'm using HTML. They all must have that HTML tag. That's the beginning, HTML tag. They all must, not all sharp. You can skip the head, which is the next one. The head. You see, this one shows you, this one that is highlighted shows you the document type. And this one is the HTML, the head, and this is the title. So my first HTML page. Then your body, and this is basically every structure of every website that you see. So every website must have HTML, HTML close, body, and body close. The head is optional. The document type simply says the document type that is. So that is simple. So if you are asked what is the structure of a website, this is the answer here. So anything I type, this particular thing, this thing that is highlighted, simply means comment. Means anything I type in the middle will not show. You see, so this is the comment open, comment close. But if I not type anything after the comments, I type anything after the comment. Let's say I type, I just come down and I type, welcome to class. Automatically, you see, it is not showing in the output, welcome to class. But if I put the comment, let me put the comments. Automatically, you have copied it, and you see it has disappeared. I must close it, otherwise it will take everything to the end as comments. You know, comment is not part of the program. It's just there to explain what the program will do. So that is the basic of HTML. Now, if we go a step further, you'll find out that we want to do simple things quickly. We want to do simple things like paragraph. We want to do paragraph. If you want to do paragraph, that's I'm introducing some tag now. All you need to do is, let me just get this one out. You have it like that. So you see, this is still the same document HTML. This is the same HTML. I still have my title, everything. Then in the body, and I have main heading. And if you can see, main heading here is there. This main heading. The main heading has a tag called H1. 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 And then the subheading has a tag called H2. So you know that H1 heading is bigger than H2. Then the P is for paragraph. The P is this paragraph open, paragraph close. Paragraph. If we do not put this P, if I remove this particular P here, you see, you find out that this one is in 2 lines. This is a paragraph that is in 2 lines. But if I remove this piece, automatically you see it is now in 1 line. Can you see the output? So that P automatically makes it to be 2 line. And of course, I will have our body. In order to just test that you understand what I'm doing, I'm going to copy this particular code and put in the chat so you can try it if you are there. You can try it if you are there. Can you hear my voice now, Joseph?
Yes.
Okay, so you can try it if you are there.
Sir, you're posting it, post it on WhatsApp so you can see it, sir.
Coordinating, posting it on WhatsApp and teaching you and all the other things I'm doing, it's not going to be too easy.
All right,
So, but the chat here is just directly in front of me. But I will still try and put it on the WhatsApp if I can.
Unable to copy your text, sir.
Unable to copy the chat.
Yes.
Okay. So I will, let me see. Okay, I can post it on the chat. It's there on the WhatsApp. I posted it on the WhatsApp chat. I don't have the WhatsApp chat for some of the groups here. So I will not be able to post it in those chats. But we need, since you are alone, I always post to you directly. So let me be using WhatsApp to post it. So all you need to do, just copy it. You now understand what the code means, and you can now change what you want. So this is a paragraph, means you can put anything in between the P. In between the P's, you can put anything you like in between this P. So you can just put what have you, anything. Now let's continue. Let's do other time. You know, I've showed you the bold just now. I've showed you bold and underline. There's also italics. So let's just do that. Bold, underline, and italics. So do the bold, the underline, and the italics is very easy. All we need to do inside this, I just put my bold. Remember, I open my B. And if you check the bottom now, everything, see, from here is now bold. Everything is bold. All because I did not close this B. So if I now close the B here, automatically you see only a paragraph is bold. I can open U, underline. You see, everything is not underlined. All because I did not close the underline. But I can now put what? Like close underline. Automatically it's there. Then there is the next one is the italics.
For your house now,
All of
I even follow do the same now. Who is that person?
look, you don't need to ask him. I will mute him. I can control everybody. I can kick anybody out from there. So if you just disturb us, I'll mute you. And remember, I'm taking attendance. So please make sure you log in with your names so I can be able to take my attendance. All right. All right. So like I was saying, we find out that you can italics. And you must always close the italics. You must always close it. When you open, you must close. Then we have what we refer to as lists. If you want to list something, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Want to list something. All you need to do is to use the list item. So the list item, there are mainly two types, ordered list and unordered list. Ordered list is the one that has 1, 2, 3, 4. Unordered list is the one that has bullets, those dots and dash. So let me show you how it is. I'll still send it to you on WhatsApp so you can always try it. So this is it. This is the code. Document type HTML. You know this already had this. Then you know your H2 for grocery list. That's why this one is code. Then we're using UL means on list. On order is not ordered. So that's why when you put the LI, it is giving you dot. OL means ordered list. So when you say wash the rice, automatically it put 1 there. So you say something is ordered. So you are number 1, your number is ordered. If it says not ordered, so dot stop can be used for it. So that is for listing. So you can always put it. Anytime you need to do the list, all you need is this LI. You can put as many LIs you wish. LIs. Let me see. If I put as many as I wish, you can see they wash the rice, wash the rice, wash the rice. But it is automatically increasing the number. I don't have to go and be thinking which number I am. Can you see it? So if I remove those extra wash the rice, wash the rice, it will still rearrange the number properly. I don't have to be thinking whether it's number 1 or 2. The same thing for this. So the LI is used for both ordered lists and unordered lists. All right. So all these are the simple ones. You know? Now, but what if you want to? I think I taught you guys how to add image. So if you click a button, the light will come on. And click on the button, the light will go off. But what if before we do that, what if you want to add image, not only text, you want to add picture? To add image, you use the IMG tag. Okay, we use the img tag. Img tag. So let me see. Let me still give you. Let me send you this code first to WhatsApp before I show you that new one. What's the rice? We'll just send you for the list so you can practice it as much as you want. Okay, so it's on the 3 WhatsApp platform that I have, and Winnie, let me still send to you because you are not on any of those that. Wow, it's only you I said okay. Send to the rest. Okay, and then that's why I do not want to use WhatsApp plus. Sending to different group is noisy. All right, done that. So let's proceed. You find out that the image, to do image, all we need to do is to use the img tag. Img tag. We put img sroc, automatically it will give us the image. So let me just copy for the image and then you see it. Okay, I've typed it. Maybe I should not put it with lists. Let me put it at the top here. Oh, okay, so you can see my dog. This is it. This is what I did. I want to highlight it. Let's see. img sroc. Better still, anyway. img sroc. In this img sroc, alternate equals to my dog. Because I did not put whatever is here, that's why it's showing my dog. The picture is not showing. Because I did not tell the computer what is the file name. I just left this place blank. So it doesn't know what to bring. But I believe if I put a picture, let me put a picture now. Let me just call it image 1.jpg and close up all those spaces. Oh, you can see the picture has already appeared. See, my picture is already there. And of course, this is not a dog, so I would say my bulb or my lights. Okay. This is a photo of my lights. Automatically, it has changed here to photo of my lights. So you see, we have a picture. All that brought it out is this img. Img is simply image. sroc is simply source. Image source is equals to, I have this image already, so you must have the picture that you want to put. You can snap yourself and whatever the file name, you do it .jpg. If it's not there are 3 types. It can either be JPG, that's Joint Photographic Expert Group, or GIF. GIF is mainly used for a simple animation, or PNG. PNG is used when you don't want a white background. If you check this, my image now, you see there's a background around it. But if you don't want that background, when I'm designing it in Photoshop, then I'll save it as a PNG. Automatically to not have that white background. And a GIF is basically used for some simple animation, which we'll discuss if time permits. All right. So that's how you can insert images, IMG. Now, let's move on. Because I did all these ones long ago. I'm just repeating for the sake of some that I just for me. So let's move on. What if you want to create let's see, a simple, there's this website thing is very, very wide. We have one that we call the front end. We have one that we call the back end. The front end has to do with how you design and make everything fine, and the back end has to do with how it works, what gives it functionality. And most times, to work with the back end, you use your JavaScript. But fortunately, the JavaScript is also used in the front end. So we'll be doing a little introduction to that JavaScript. I've already taught you this. We'll do a little introduction to the JavaScript. There's CSS, cascading style sheet, there's HTML, and then there is JavaScript. So let's do a little discussion on the JavaScript. Now, this particular link I gave to you, if you notice at the top, say practice only HTML code, that means JavaScript will not work here. So even if I type a JavaScript here, it will definitely not work here. But let me post another link for you. You can use that particular one to try the JavaScript. So you see, let me just post this link so you can see. I want to put JavaScript here and explain it. Unfortunately, you see, check your output. It did not display what I want. It's only displaying the HTML. You can see, check your output. This other part that has the scripts, this one that has the JavaScript, it is not displaying it. All right, so I'm pasting now the link for JavaScript. Let me just copy and send it again to YouTube. Okay, so this is JavaScript now. So see, if there's a script here, I have alert. This alert simply means bring out a dialog box and close script. So if I just do it now, automatically it has brought out the dialog box. So let me send you the link first before I start explaining. First of all, okay, Mohammed Bruce, you have raised hand. Go ahead. What's your question? Marshall, what's your question? Ikaru, what's your question? If you're not on the WhatsApp group, oh, match they go on. Oh, yeah, sorry. You have to choose today between this one and the match. Okay, well, I've posted the link here. You can also click it and get it. So let me still put it on your group chat so you'll be able to see that. Then Winnie, I think I should send to you to send you the link so you can also get it. So once you put I will leave that link active so that you'll be able to practice even after the class. So you'll be able to practice and do it. Okay, so I've sent you the link. That is the link for JavaScript, which is what we'll be using. So I want to put some JavaScript code now, and let's get down into the main business of the day. Okay, so this is it. All right, for this particular one, it simply just bring out a dialog box. I don't know if you have seen the dialog box, and I'll tell you something has appeared. So you can see JavaScript is running. That's what it just said. That's the only thing, and that's what I did there. Alert, JavaScript is running. All right, so let me put another code now. Thank you. JavaScript is running. You do. So I've added another one. Now this one is just saying alert, hello from JavaScript. Console.log. This is printed in the browser. So there are two types. You see, we're using 3 now. Alert. This alert will show a dialog box. This console.log, it will show it on the what have you. This person is printed on, you can see it here, document.write. Why this document.write is written on the page using document.write. So you find out that automatically, I've given you 3 ways to display things. Please check your output. It's just there. There's no problem with the output. The alert will display that dialog box that came out. Hello from JavaScript. Look at it, it has appeared. Hello from JavaScript. That's that first one. Then the next one, the console will display this is printed on the console, on the browser console. To print on the browser console, we have to go to the functionality of the browser. When you open the browser, you go to tools, go to developer, and you'll be able to get that. Then the last one is the document.write. It is this one that will show on your page. So most times, the ones that I use are usually the first and the last. This one is used if you are troubleshooting. Basically troubleshooting. That's when you use this console. Maybe I can show you. Let's see. Let me show you how to get to that console. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it from my screen. The menu. Can you see the menu? Going the developer. Where's the developer tools? Settings. You can get it on some browsers. I don't know the browser you'll be using by pressing F12. By pressing F12. So yeah, I don't just press F12 so you know how to get there. This is it. More tools, developer tools. So if I do it, sometimes appeared by the site. Let me check if you are seeing it. Yes, okay, you are saying it. Something has appeared by the side. That particular thing that appeared on the side now, I have something called a console there. I have network, I have different things. So you can say this is console. So this my console, this is printed there, is now showing here. Look at it. This is printed there. It's only showing on the console. It's mainly used to check your website that there's error. That's the major. All right, so I'm not be going that direction. Okay, close. Okay, document.write, you know that, and then alert. So let's go into more of this JavaScript. Many more of these JavaScripts. In JavaScript, there's something called variable. I think I explained in that class where I was now drawing and put something inside variable. But maybe I should just redo it again for the sake of those that were not in the class. A variable is a temporal storage location, a place where you can store things temporarily. It's called a variable. So let me show you graphically what a variable looks like. Okay, yeah, okay. So I will share that now. And you'll see what a variable looks like.
Oh, target. But them, they won't go. They go also buy clothes.
Please don't go and hustle.
They won't go look fine.
Shade, don't go and hustle. Let me mute you before you tell us bad thing that we don't hear.
This class man won't teach now. Even though they said this man no come class, so with what did they teach now? Say this man no come class this semester. Say student will complete any write exam. I know it's not that God. I know it's your strength, but I know if you sit and say
She won't go also. Please don't go and hustle. All right. All right, now let me off it. So I've offed it. Okay, so a variable. Let me explain the variable for us. You find out that this is a variable. A variable is a temporal storage location. Temporal storage location where you can actually put things. So, for example, if I have this as an object, that is a variable. That means it can contain any other thing. If I have this as another variable, I have this as another variable. All these are variable. It simply means that on Monday, this variable can be red. On Tuesday, this one can be yellow. On Wednesday, this one can decide to be green. So you can say, so a variable contains. A variable contains. Therefore, a variable has two things, a name and a content. A name. What is this particular one? Is a square. So let's just say the name of this variable is square. SQUARE, square. Only God know what the name of this one is. It should be a diamond. And this, of course, is a circle. A circle. A circle. So you find out that the square has a content of blue. So inside we will definitely type blue. Let's type blue inside because the content is what? Blue. Content is blue. So you see it has two things. So which one are you going to say? If you want to refer to it, how do you now refer to it? Are you going to say blue or square? You will call it square. You say, okay, square is containing blue color. If tomorrow we not change the color to red, of course, we'll not say, oh, square is no more blue. Square is now what? Let's delete that. Delete and put the new one, red. Square is now red. Oh boy, I do that. Okay, so let me, don't mind me. You understand? So square is red. So the name of the variable is this square. The content is the red, this red. So that's what I want you to understand. That's why I'm doing all this diagram. And it can change. It does not matter. It can change at any particular time. You understand? A variable can change. Variable does not say it can change. All right, so we now know what a variable is. But there are some rules in naming variable. Every variable must start with an alphabet. Every variable must start with an alphabet. There are rules. I gave it to you that last class. Every variable must start with an alphabet. And a variable can not contain special character. I think I gave you guys, I did it in details. But let me just spell it out here briefly. Must start with an alphabet. That means if you check my variable, all of that are starting with alphabet. Alphabet is ABCD, S, D, C. None of them starting with number. Another thing that the variable must no special character. No special. character. So no special character must be there. Another one is no unique word, no keyword. No keyword. You cannot use things that are reserved for the computer. You cannot use what is reserved for the computer. And of course, you should not make it as too long. So these are just about 6 of the rules, but I think these are the basic. No special character, no keyword, and no other. So a variable can be anything, any name you like. Can be Peter, some number, I, A, anything. But it cannot be Dr. Tony, because in Dr. D arrow there's a dot, and that dot is a special character, so you cannot do that. Now, but how do we not declare variable? We can declare a variable by the use of 2 things. We can use the let, the var, and the const. So let me just show you that before we go back to our coding environment. Let me show you that. We have the let. You can put let, then you have the var, var, then you have the const. The const, let me start with the last one, is for constant. Anything you define as a constant means it cannot change during the program. When the program is running, you cannot change the value. That one now is no more a variable. That one is constant variable. Constant, cannot change. So when you are constant, you cannot change. But when you put it as a var, automatically it means it's a variable and it can change. Most times, variable var is used for function. For function, when you put something in a function, we shall explain that later. And it is a little bit redundant. People don't like using it anymore. But people like using the let. This let. Normally, but sometimes when you see them interchangeable, don't get confused. They are doing the same thing. The difference is that let is for smaller block, while var is for function. So, but people prefer this let. All right, so let's go back to let's do a practical example with the program now, so you see it instead of my drawing. So I'm sharing again. Let me stop sharing. Yeah. Winnie, you didn't see my screen all this time I was explaining. Okay. Let me share that again so you can see it. Let me re-explain that again. Let me open your mic. Okay. All right, Winnie, can you see it now? Your mic is all on.
Yes, sir, I can see it. I'm not even the only one that is reporting this thing. You can also check that you see that some people are saying that you cannot see your screen. I don't know whether it's network or something.
I was saying that I won't finish. This is my method of teaching. It's more convenient for me.
So this is not data.
Okay.
We have not been seeing your screen since.
Oh, sorry there. Sorry.
And yeah, that's true.
I was trying to explain the variable. So you find out that I said this square is a variable and it has a name square. The content automatically content should be able to change. So
No,
once
we
the
are not
content
seeing you.
change,
The screen is not showing. Yeah.
it's not
The screen is not showing.
Okay. It's showing now. It's not showing again.
okay.
I
think somebody else is
it's not even
presenting.
about the screen, because I don't think everyone here is prepared for this class.
I'm not sharing anything again. So, but
No.
I'll talk to it when I look at it.
okay. So let me go back to that our code environment so we'll be able to yes, we're able to continue. I'm going back to that. I will still come back to this. So we'll go back to our code environment. Let me share that. I'm not sharing anything. I'm trying to get that particular one shared now, so we can see it. Okay. All right, can you see this particular screen?
No,
sir.
can't see anything.
No. I'm not seeing anything.
No, sir. I'm not seeing anything.
All right, just give me a minute. Let me rectify that. Are you seeing that screen? Okay, well, that's a problem. Yes, Bernard, Carol, are you seeing the screen?
No.
Okay. I think what you should do, you are seeing it. If you are not seeing it, you should log out and log back in. Come on. Just log out and log in.
Not seeing it.
If you cannot see it, log out and log in.
Nothing.
I've seen it.
Okay, I've seen it now. Okay, so let's move on. All right. So I was trying to explain the variables. before that hiccups. And we say the variable has to do with the square. This is the name, and this is the content. This is the name, and this is the content. So a variable also have a name and a content. And we talked about the let and the var. You can use them interchangeably. Then we're about going into our code to see how it works. Our code, yes, code environment to see how it actually. So, okay. So this is the code environment. This is the code environment to see how it works. All right. So the program that I want to place now is a simple program, very simple program for variable. After that, we'll now do something a little interesting. Let's do something a little interesting. And this is the program. I also share it with you on your screen, on your WhatsApp, so you can see it. So it's a constant equals to school equals Southie Polytechnic. Let's name equals to this. So this name here is a variable. Age is a variable. Then on the console, if we go to the console, we see this particular stuff. So let me just open the console. Bottles. Okay. Automatically you see it. You see name. Look at it here. Name. This is a variable. This is the content. That's why I'm using console so I can see the two. Otherwise, I will have showed you at the bottom here. So this is name. This is the variable rather is name and the content is Jane. This one, the variable is age and the content is 20. Based on this particular stuff here. Name, variable name, then Jane, content. This one, age, variable name, content, 20. Now, it's showing that, but if I've used the document.write, remember when we were discussing the first time, I said there are 3 ways to show things. If I've used this document.write, automatically it will have shown in the browser. So let me put the document.write somewhere here. Document.write, let's just remove this. And maybe I should remove that. And all I need to do now is just put name. Put name. Automatically, it will appear there. So if I put 20, it will also appear there. Okay, it has got some error. Oh, okay. All right. Spell this things properly. All right, so that is it. The document.write will display it automatically to display that it will display it in the content. Let's see, display it directly there. This is calling me like you will disconnect this network. Okay. Now it's not displaying it simply because I've mistakenly deleted my script. So let me put it back so you will see everything that is supposed to be there, and you will not get that. So let's see. Let's do this. Thank you. It is appearing now. So that is that. Now, that is a simple example of a variable. So let's do something a little bit interesting. What if we want to do input? You need the user to be able to enter something, enter an information. You need the user to be able to enter information. You can use this variable. That's where variable comes handy. You can use a variable. So you see, I've posted this particular stuff, and it's now asking what is your name. So only name I type here, let's say Ade, and I say okay. Do not display welcome Ade. It's using that because of this alert that is there. And the alert is telling you welcome plus username plus question mark. Plus simply means concatenation. Plus means to add. It's also to add. But if you are putting it between two strings, it's going to concatenate, make them side by side. That is that for plus. It's going to make them side by side. Now we find out that you can do more and more with these JavaScripts. And do more and more with these JavaScripts. If you, for example, this let's username. This username here now is the variable. That is why you find out that they are putting username here in the alert. The alert is, if you check, this is open quotation mark, open quotation mark, welcome, comma, close quotation mark. So this is a string. They're not saying plus this variable, whatever is in this variable, plus, if you see another string again, quotation mark, exclamation. So I can put anything. So if I say welcome username to this class. So I do it like that, automatically, let's see. Okay, I have to post it again. Okay, posting it again so you can see it. Automatically it's asking me now, what is your name? Let me still put the same ID I did the last time. ID. Now it's going to say ID, welcome to this class. Now there's no space between ID. There's no space between ID and to this class. There's no space between this class and there's no space between the class and the ID, simply because I did not put space here. So if I've added a space, let's do it again. If I've added this small space to this, automatically it will have given me that space. So I've added that space. So let's see how it works. Okay, let's go back here. So if I still put the ID, automatically I can ask it, welcome ID to this class. So that simple space that I did not put was the cause of all this, that particular stuff. And this is the container, and it has a name. So that's variable for you. Now, so if we're talking about variable, and you now understand the context of what variable is, let's do something called logic. Okay, let's do this particular one. And maybe tomorrow when we meet again, we shall now explain more. Now, let me I'll send this code to you on your WhatsApp, so you can practice with it, play around with it, what have you. If we have this particular code, let's see. We have this particular code. Okay. Now, this particular one, if you see, we now introduce what we refer to as button. I've taught you for button before. And I purposely scattered it so that you can understand the issue here. This is input, type is equals to text, ID, result, zero. And if you check the output, this is our output. This is the output of what is coming out. So this text, there's nothing there, you cannot type on it. Now, you now have button on click, press 7 button. That means when you press this 7 should appear here. You now have button on click, press 8. That means when you press this 8 should appear there. You now have button on click, press 9. If you press 9, that should appear. And so on and so forth. Then we have the division. You see the division, because the division is here, following after 9. That's why you have division there. If you have divide, it's going to divide it. But me, I want to click the plus. Let's say I click the plus. 789 plus 1 will definitely give us 790. The dollar equals to 790. And this, everything here was created using just this simple code. This simple code. Now, you might want to rearrange your calculator in such a way that let me rearrange it. All the numbers at one place. So I will just put based on position, the positioning of where you type. So let me remove this. or rather, let me make this 4, 5, 6. I'll remove it, and I will put it immediately after 3, 4, 5. Because now, look at it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All I need to do is just to remove the next 7, 8, 9, and the position where they are. They have 7, 8, 9. Of course, I want to put, let's say I want to put, okay, I'll just copy all the signs, multiplication, division, what have you, and let's put them together. Let's put them here. So if you look at it, the effects, the changes have already taken place here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, minus, you understand? So it's easy. You can say, okay, 12 times 12. Automatically, it should give us the answer 144. So you get the code there. Now, why I'm not explaining how you are going to get all those things, because I just skipped some parts. Like I was talking about if statements, conditional statements, and I was talking about content adding. Now, but let's do a little on it so we'll see how it works. You find out that this particular try, I know meets this mic. Oh, I did not. All of you lowering hand, raising hand. If you don't have a question, don't raise your hand up so we can get it running. Okay. All right. So I was trying to explain something before that. Yes. This try is simply trying to get if there's any error, what should happen if there's any error. And definitely error can occur. Error can occur. For example, you cannot divide anything by 0. Let's try it. You put 144 divided by 0. You definitely get, okay, if you wrote infinity, that error was handled. So it's things like this try that handles those errors. When those kind of error occur, so that's an error as a core. So what do we do? And if I give it a value, a number that is too large, larger than the brain, the variable content capacity, it also throw an error. So that's for that. Now, we now have this function called clear screen. This function clear screen returns the value of this text to 0. And it is when we click this C, anytime I click this C, it will call this function. Clear this thing to 0. So if I click here, automatically it goes to 0 to null because there's nothing there. If I put 0 inside there, automatically there will be 0. Anytime I press the C, see now there's 0. So anything you decide to put there. But if you don't put anything, automatically once you clear the C, there will be nothing there. Now this is the function press value. This particular is another function. And it's a document.getElements. Whatever is inside here, plus equals to, I say we'll skip this, plus equal, maybe we'll just do it before we close today. The plus equals to value. That means once I put 2 and I put 3, it's telling me whatever is inside there before. You know, okay, 23 is not inside there. Once I click another number again, add it to it. That's this plus. Simply add it. Just any number I'm putting, just be adding, so I can put as many as I want. But anytime I click any of this thing, plus any of this one, minus any of them, the error is going to occur now. Yeah? You understand? He's going to now do this function, this other function. This is the function he's going to do. Now this one error will occur if I now put 7 and put equals to. Okay, that's calculated it plus minus plus minus. Because the program I wrote it, I said should pick only the first operator that was selected. I will have said, okay, let me prevent you. Once you put plus, you should not be able to put any other thing again, because ideally in maths you cannot solve it like this, except you are doing postfix and prefix. That's data structure. Then you can now do that. Okay, see, it has given me, that's what I wanted to appear, error. All because of this function. This function, you see, the value is equal to error. If you cannot calculate it to display this error, instead of the program crashing, you don't display this error. So the program can continue to another thing. Because if I have not put this particular function, then the program can easily crash. But as it is now, it cannot crash. Now, the I think that's just it. That's just a very simple program. All these are CSS, which we'll talk about later. That just to make it fine. All these are just the CSS. The height, the width, the button type, and what have you. So any question, we'll call it a night. I'm taking 1 hour. Okay. Any question for call it a night? Sebastian, go ahead. What's your question?
So I didn't understand this code.
Okay. This last one, you don't understand
This last one, you don't understand it.
Yes, the explanation was just too fast, and maybe with the code, if you can see the code, we will get used to it.
I will post the code on the
I will post the code on the WhatsApp group. I don't understand anything.
But let me explain it again one more time. I'll just try and explain it again one more time. Okay, let me even post the code. Let me copy. Ready? So you can easily get the code. You can adjust it. You can change it. Play with it. Does it? You can have firewall that particular from my site I'm giving to you, so you cannot actually do any harm. So you can change whatever you wish. So I posted it. Let me get to WhatsApp. Where's our WhatsApp again? Let me send it. Send to. Okay. So I'm sending it to all your WhatsApps. That is actually. All you need to do, just copy it, paste it, and you can now experiment. Copying it, the raw, that's why you can see how it goes. All right, but let me explain it one last time before we call it a night. So all of us can go and do whatever we want to do. Okay, I'm explaining the JavaScript side, not explaining the CSS course. Now, in this with the scripts, all these are what HTML. All these buttons are just what HTML. And each of the button has a name. The name for this first one is 1. The name for this one is 2, 3. You can decide to okay, to not go. You can decide to make it ONE 1. And that is the name. It will not work well for us if we do that. Because ONE 1 is different from figure 1. ONE is actually a string. So it will not definitely go well. But if you do it automatically, ONE will appear here. So you can see ONE is appearing here. The problem, let's see, it will go. Let's see. If you click on it, 1 has appeared. Are you getting the gist? So you can play with it. So that means this is TWO2. And of course, this is 3. And so on and so forth. All right. So if we still do it, let's say we do it 1 plus 2, to still give us our answer 3. So you can your own calculator as you wish. All these are HTML codes, but I taught it to one of the classes that we did online. I explained it. That we're using it to turn the light on and off. Now we're using it for something else. Now, this is where the script now comes into play. This first script is this particular one. Get whatever is inside there and add to it. If I remove this part here, now let me remove this part. I'll remove that part now. It's not going to work as it was working before. If I put 1, definitely an error will appear. You understand? It's not just going to work again because it's not changing what is there. Okay, so let me put that one back where you can see what I mean. Now, definitely to work now. Are you getting it? All because of this plus equal to. This is the key. Plus equal to. This is the name. This result here is the name of this text box. Result, whatever is inside there. So you say, okay, get result, whatever is inside here, and add whatever the person click, which is this value. Get result, whatever is inside here, then add value, whatever the person clicks here. That's why it's adding to it. I believe if I just let me see, let me try this. If we do this, it's not still going to work because this value does not flow. This value is a method, so it's not getting it. Yes, it's a method, it's not getting it. But this result is this. Let me show you where it is. Look at it here. Input type is equals to text ID result. That means the name of this is result. If we change this variable name to, let's say, 2, it will not work again, because automatically this name, we will name it 2 here, but at the bottom, where is it again? Yeah, it will come down. When we were calling it in this function, when we were calling it here, we did not put the 2, so it will not work. So if I put the 2 here, it will work halfway. 2 will appear, 5 will appear, but it will not calculate, because you check the calculate, there's no 2 here. So let's try it. Let's say plus 5. See, the equal to is not working. I'm clicking it, you can see. All because I did not put to whatever the 2 here. So if I put my 2 here, put my 2 here, and put my 2 here, I'm just changing the variable name, nothing else. Automatically, if you do it now, 5 times 5, we'll definitely get 25. Now, for this clear, remember this C is to clear. If I click it, nothing will happen. Because if you look at the function, this is the function to clear. And in the result, this variable, there is no 2. If I put my 2 again, automatically, if you put anything and clear it, both. So this particular thing is the variable name. I can change it to ROE if I like. All I need to do is just make sure that it is the same ROES that I use, that I will use all through. ROES, because it's a variable. ROES. And automatically, this thing will still work as it is now. I've not changed the input name, the initial name. Once I change it, we'll have the same thing. So it still works. So fine. I must have missed one. ROES. Okay, I missed this one. I missed. That's why I didn't go. So okay, I've spoiled it. I pressed spoiled and ROES no 2. You can see coding, so you have to locate where the error is. 2. Let me remove the 2. I believe we should be able to get it now. 5, 5 times 5 we did before. It's equals to 25. So it's working. The variable name. This document.get element, this document.get element by ID is a keyword. So there's nothing you can change there. You can only change it by class, by what have you. But since we are using by ID, document.get element by, we'll discuss it later. By ID is because in this particular place we may use ID. So we have to get it by ID. So that is that for that. All right. So we can call it a day for the day. Let me unmute you guys. All right, go ahead. Any question? We'll call it a day. Or a night. Kenneth,
No questions,
David,
sir, no
Morrison, you raise your hand. Your mics are on. You can ask your question. Okay. All right. All right. Good night, everybody. I'll leave the link on for you. You can go and practice. You can put other codes there. I find it can only work for HTML, CSS, and what are you calling it? JavaScript. It will not work for PHP. Those back end. No. Yes, there. That's a question.
I'm just coming. Network. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. It's recorded, so I will send you the link so you can watch everything that we did.
Okay,
yes, go ahead.
Sir, I have a question.
Go ahead. What's your question?
This
We're waiting for you. What's your question?
Yes, because this CSS thing that we did here, that type of ID, how to really bring all those data. Although you are doing it, but I could not really follow everything, because I really have issues with all those things that you are doing. Even from HTML, even though I'm trying to get it small from HTML. I don't know whether because I'm not computer learning, that is why I'm having issues. I don't know, sir.
No, not really, because you are not computer. The codes, I'm giving the code, and I'm telling you, you can change anything in the code. All you need to do, just get the original one, keep it somewhere. Post the other one that is sent to you. Then you can change the things. and see what happens. And you get it.
Okay. Okay, sir. I will try them.
That's why I created that
Thank you, sir.
platform so you can test it. Yes. All right, Bernard.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Sir,
Go ahead. Any other question? No?
No question, no question.
Somebody wants us to close. All right, now let's close. Good night, everybody. I will post the link for the video so you can watch it again and again. See you tomorrow.
All right, sir. Good night, sir.